Trade Secrets. Chickens ain't none too smart, Miss Hunley. We ought to sort this out quick enough. Cowboy watched the rancher's wife toss another handful of cracked corn to the odd assortment of hens gathered just outside the shadow of the aging barn. A dozen or so poults of different sizes and featherings busied themselves scratching the dirt for feed. An equal number milled around the rest of the yard, more interested in soil bugs than the occasional spider. Nearby, a rooster pecked at the bottom of a cedar post, intent on capturing something Cowboy could not see. For several seconds, Cowboy thought about the motley gathering of poultry back on the family ranch in Atascosa County. Black ones, brown ones, red ones, speckled and splotched. There seemed to be more of them than the cattle. By tradition, chicken tending, egg collection, and weeding the garden was regulated to the youngest family member, first to Cowboy, then Marcus, on to Lucky, and finally to little Johnny. Although a rite of passage to move on from herding yard birds to handling rough stock, Cowboy began to miss the daily feeds and egg hunts almost from the morning his younger brother took over. Seeing Huldah Hunley now standing in the midst of her flock, repeating clucking sounds and mouthing cooing noises reminded him of the genuine peacefulness chickens with their constant head-bobbing jerkiness had brought him. So it was surprising for Cowboy to consider the quandary Mrs. Hunley had presented him with. None of these beady-eyed critters had laid so much as a single egg in the last fortnight. Fed, watered, sheltered, almost pampered, and steadfastly protected from predators, they were certainly not holding up their end of the bargain. Before Cowboy could put much thought into recalling just how he scouted for lost eggs as a boy, voices raised in anger. Shouting to be heard over the other came just from inside the barn's massive, unpainted doorway. And although Cowboy stood some 4 steps closer, Miss Hunley tore past him through the doors at a dead run. She didn't much cotton to disagreeable manners on her ranch, whether among her family or between the ranch hands.